Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, and it was just mentioned by Mr. Smith and others referred to it, the cost of congestion. So I've taken it upon myself to create a infrastructure cost of congestion clock, which I posted on the Democrat side of the website. Hopefully it could become on the full committee site. And we just, for reference purposes, since this president has promised that he wants a major infrastructure plan, is expressing some frustration that it doesn't seem to be at the top of the agenda. I want to reinforce that, and this clock will recognize on a daily basis the costs of congestion to the American economy. And as you can see, it's running right now. And this is since the day the president was inaugurated. So I share the president's frustrations and hope that this committee can raise these issues to the top of the agenda, or the 100-day agenda. This reflects the cost both to individuals and to business in terms of congestion and delay. And just for average people, it's 84 minutes stuck in traffic since the day of inauguration because of undue congestion. With that, let me go back to my proposal. Is there anybody on the panel, and now Mr. Trumka, you represent millions of individuals, so you can speak for them, and all the rest of you are in business, and one use fair amounts of fuel directly or indirectly in moving your goods or in moving goods. Does anybody here think that a 0.5% increase in the cost of diesel would cause an undue disruption to the American economy, or a taxpayer revolt that would threaten people's political careers? Anybody want to think? Because that's what my plan would do. It would be about 0.5% if we index the gas per year increase. So, okay, that's great. And I think when you look at that number, it looks like a pretty darn good investment. I'd like to go back also to the harbor issue. You know, and we have, and probably even Ms. Andring, you probably import or export goods too. So I think we've got 4 people here directly involved in the import or export of goods, and some frustration about that. If you are importing goods, you're paying the tax, and I'm just wondering, you know, what do you think of the proposal that we should actually take the taxes that were collected to maintain our harbors and, you know, do away with this artifice of putting them in a theoretical bank account at the Treasury and actually spend them to deepen and improve our harbors? And anybody got any reflection on that?
I'll take the bait.
Yeah.
So you said it effectively in your opening remarks, Congressman. I mean, we've got this money that's been collected. We've paid it. It's there, and we need it. So obviously, you want to get good, effective, scalable projects. But you know, given what's happened, I mean, for example, the expansion of the Panama Canal, we're seeing more traffic on our riverways. I talked a few moments ago about the need for more efficient river traffic. It is environmentally efficient. You can get 50,000 bushels on one barge. You can get 1,000 bushels on a regular-sized truck. So I would support your proposal to spend the money, invest the money that has been collected from the users of the system.
I would reflect that Congress did, although most don't know it, increase the inland diesel waterway user fee, diesel tax, in a year-end budget deal 2 years ago. Kind of had to hide it. You know, we had advocated for that, but were shut down as we went to the floor. But later, it got snuck into the year-end budget deal. Made a lot of sense. And in this case, we don't have to increase it. We just have to spend the money as it comes in and spend the money that's been accumulated. Mr. Smith, you referenced 20 projects. Were those like major choke points that you said were already designed?
I have a list of them right here. North-South Corridor, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, U.S. Route 220, Pennsylvania, New York, Raleigh, Norfolk Corridor, North Carolina and Virginia, I-69 Corridor, United States Route 59. They're all right there. The DOT, if you put a funding mechanism, you can get started on them right away.
What do they add up to? Did you add them up by any chance? Or?
In terms of money?
Yeah, cost.
I don't have the dollars invested here.
Right.
But just the route extensions that would improve the national productivity, reduce congestion.
Sure, thank you. Okay, and Mr. Trumka, do we have, some people say, well, gee, we really don't have the people to support and do the work if we make these major investments. There just aren't enough workers out there. I mean, look, the unemployment rate theoretically is down to 4%. Could you reflect on that, whether or not there is a ready and trained and available workforce if we did a major infrastructure push?
I'd be happy to. According to the latest BLS reports, there's still 670,000 construction workers that are out of business. That doesn't include discouraged workers who stopped looking for the jobs. It also doesn't include things like design, engineering, operation, maintenance, and warehousing, which are in a different category. All of those are available as well. This is the best-known secret in the United States. Other than the military, the U.S. labor movement trains more people every year than any other institution out there. No university does it better. We have highly skilled people. We're putting people through those apprenticeship programs on a regular basis. We're reaching into disadvantaged communities, rural communities, with classes that will help them qualify, get through our entrance exam, and qualify as a career. So there is an ample supply of skilled workers, ready, anxious, and willing to go to work.
Excellent, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. That Mr. Barletta.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Growing up in the road construction business,